Member for Cook, Prime Minister of Australia. Royal Commissions. The Morrison Government is the federal executive government of Australia led by the Prime Minister of Australia, Scott Morrison of the Liberal Party of Australia since the 24th of August 2018. The government consists of members of the Liberal National Coalition. Michael McCormack is the leader of the junior party in the coalition, the National Party, and serves as Deputy Prime Minister. The Prime Ministership of Scott Morrison commenced on the 24th of August 2018, when he was sworn in by the Governor-General of Australia. Following Morrison's victory in the 2019 federal election, the second Morrison ministry was formed in 2019. This succeeded the first Morrison ministry, which was dissolved in May 2019. The Turnbull government ended in leadership turmoil in 2018. Morrison won the subsequent Liberal Party party room ballot for the leadership and became Prime Minister of Australia. Josh Frydenberg replaced Julie Bishop as the deputy leader of the Liberal Party and Morrison as Treasurer. Turnbull resigned from Parliament, leaving the coalition in minority government following the 2018 Wentworth by-election. Tensions remained as Turnbull lobbied for the removal of rivals. Morrison reformed party rules to make it harder to remove elected prime ministers. In foreign affairs, the Morrison government concluded the Indonesia-Australia Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. On the economy, after the lowest deficit in a decade, Morrison predicted a small surplus in the 2019 federal budget, but then had to stimulate the economy due to the outbreak of COVID-19. The Liberal National Coalition won office under the leadership of Tony Abbott in the 2013 Australian federal election held on the 7th of September. Abbott defeated the second Rudd government, ending 6 years of Labour government. Less than 2 years later, on the 14th of September 2015, Malcolm Turnbull defeated Abbott in a leadership ballot, 54 votes to 44, and the Turnbull government became the federal government of Australia. Turnbull cited news poll results and economic leadership as reasons for mounting his challenge against Abbott. Under the slogan, Jobs and Growth, Turnbull led the coalition to the 2016 election, in which their majority in the House of Representatives was reduced to 1 seat. Turnbull's ousting of Abbott had divided the Liberal Party rank and file, and tensions continued in the Parliamentary Party. The government reached the 30 consecutive news poll losses benchmark Turnbull had used to unseat Abbott. In April 2018, the government suffered by-election losses in July 2018. Dissent from Conservative MPs over issues such as energy prices and immigration levels grew during Turnbull's final months. On the 21st of August, Turnbull announced a leadership spill ahead of his 39th consecutive news poll loss, which he narrowly won against Peter Dutton. Turnbull resigned 3 days later after losing the confidence of his party room. Morrison won the resultant spill for the Liberal leadership, defeating Dutton and Julie Bishop. He became Australia's 30th Prime Minister. The Turnbull government had won the 2016 federal election with a single-seat majority in the House of Representatives. Turnbull's quitting of Parliament and the defection of 2 of the coalition's MPs to the crossbenchers following his removal as leader subsequently reduced the coalition to a minority on the floor of Parliament. National Party MP Kevin Hogan had threatened to move to the crossbench if Turnbull was ousted as Prime Minister. On the 27th of August 2018, 3 days after Morrison succeeded Turnbull as leader, Hogan confirmed that he would sit on the crossbench, while remaining a member of the National Party and providing confidence in supply to the government. The coalition slipped further into minority with the departure of Turnbull from Parliament and loss of his seat to an independent, and with the defection of Julia Banks to the crossbench. A week after losing the leadership, Turnbull formally tendered his resignation from federal Parliament. He refused to campaign for Dave Sharma, the Liberal candidate, to replace him in the seat of Wentworth. The by-election was held on the 20th of October 2018, and independent candidate Karen Phelps was elected, with a swing of almost 20% away from the Liberals. It was the first time since the inaugural 1901 election that the seat had not been represented by the Liberals, its predecessors, or party defectors. One of Phelps' campaign promises was to bring more humane treatment of asylum seekers held on Manus Island and Nauru, which was partly brought to fruition with the passing of the Medevac Bill early in 2019. After an 11-year run as deputy leader of the Liberal Party, Foreign Minister Julie Bishop had put herself up for election as leader following Turnbull's resignation as Prime Minister. She garnered just 11 votes out of the 85-member party room and quit her position as Foreign Minister to go to the Back B.